What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Oh, That's Random Podcast. I am your host, that guy, the one and only Nerdy G. Listen, if this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. This is the podcast where we take a little time to explore the extraordinary and ordinary. No day is different here in the umbrella. Okay, we're always going to take our time. We're going to explore the extraordinary, and we're going to get right to it. The best way to support this channel, best way to support Nerdy's Umbrella is one, go to nerdysumbrella.com. Go over there, check out our other shows. They're all on Patreon, okay? Go to the Patreon, Nerdy's Umbrella, Patreon /Nerdy's Umbrella, and join. See the content that you're missing. Yes, on the YouTube, we have Snack Time with Nerdy. Yes, we have Voices from the Kitchen, which has a catchy tune if I don't say so myself, I'm the composer of that. But also, too, we have some gaming things over there. We have the main show that's over there, which is this That's Random Podcast. But like, subscribe, share, do all of those good old things. Get us in your RSS feed and see what all the fuss is about. All right. Listen, today we're gonna go ahead and get started. And today I want to talk about paying attention to the signs. Okay. The universe talks to us, no matter what way you think about it, no matter what way you cut it, no matter what way you look at it, but the universe talks to us. The higher, whether you call it the universe, whether you call it a higher power, whether you call it what you believe in, it talks to us. The thing is, there's so many distractions around in our everyday lives that we miss things. The church tells you, stand on your stop. Don't miss your blessings by being on somebody else's stop. Don't be all up in somebody else's business, because when you're all up in somebody else's business, you're going to miss what's meant for you. Okay? Other fashions say, what's meant for you is meant for you. The universe will provide everything that you need. Okay? There's different sayings. But the thing is, we as people, we so caught up in our stuff and everybody else's stuff that we don't see the signs. And I want y'all to understand something about that. We don't see the signs. And I am a firm believer that, I know I've missed some signs myself. I missed some signs myself because I think I know. At some point, I thought I knew it all. At some point, I felt that, I had things figured out. At some point, I thought I had the understanding, or I had the plan, or I knew what the play was, and I was going to run the play my way. That's what I thought. That's the way I felt. But that's not reality. You see, the universe or the higher powers that provide for you the things, they put you in positions, they put you in places, they put people that need to be in your life, they put them around you, they put them in, y'all cross paths some way, somehow. Sometimes a person has been around the corner from you your whole entire life, and you don't even realize that person is going to help you to get to the next point in your life. But they've been around the corner the whole time. And you wonder, damn, well, why I haven't met you before then? Why I haven't seen you before then? It wasn't time. It wasn't time. See, having a plan, as some religions say, is the funniest thing that you can do. Because if it's already said and it's already written, then your planning means nothing. The fact to believe that you're in control of your own destiny, some people laugh at that. Some people believe that they have free will. If it's already written and it's already done, how do you have free will? Because everything that you will do has already been written in stone. Now, if you believe that, then okay. You just follow the signs at that point, because if everything is written down in stone, those stone signs are going to reveal themselves to you in different and it just in different ways, whether it's through music, whether it's through a TV show, whether it's through the least person that you expect to give you some kind of wonderful, and I say wonderful, to give you some kind of wonderful epiphany comes from them, right? Take my best friend. Love my best friend. You guys might have seen her on the red cup. Okay. My best friend, sometimes, some people wouldn't look at her and say, this is the person that I would go to for wisdom. Okay. But every now and again, she drops out a nugget and you just be like, wow, what the fuck? Yeah, that happens. That happens. And that's okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's like cool with that. It's like, it's one of those things where you look and you go, wow, okay, that happens. And you go, wow, okay, that really happened. And you are, in my opinion, you're happy and you're like, damn, that's a sign. Sometimes we see the signs and we don't want to believe them. That's self-doubt. I believe that society has found a way to give us all some type of self-doubt about ourselves. And when we doubt that, and when we see those signs, we walk the other way because we like, nah. They say, make it plain, make it clear, put it in my face. And when it's put in your face, you still walk the other way. Some of us aren't, and I think sometimes accepting the signs that are out there for us, sometimes I honestly believe that it's all about, basically, we're not ready. We're not ready for what's here for us. We're not ready for what. Okay. Ooh, okay. Excuse me. Okay. So yeah, I don't think people aren't ready. They're not ready to level up. They don't feel that they deserve it. They don't feel that whatever the next level has to offer, whatever that reward is for getting to the next level, some people don't feel that they deserve that. Well, Uncle Nerdy's here to tell you, you deserve everything that you're going to get in life. You deserve to see the signs. You deserve whatever's coming to you. You put in work. If you say you work hard, you get up, you work hard, all of you out there lying and saying that you're just working for your kids, yeah, that's a lie. I'm going to stand on that. That's a lie. The things that you do are not for your kids. The things that you do in life is literally to keep you sane. Do you want your children to reap the benefits of your hard work? Yes, that is true. But you're not working to have them to reap those benefits, because if you were, they wouldn't have to do a damn thing. They wouldn't, you wouldn't teach them the things that you know. You wouldn't put them in a situation to, hey, you can, this is how you go get it yourself. If you were doing it for them, you wouldn't show them how to get it themselves. Listen, I am going to do these things that makes me fulfilled in my life. And when my life is said and done, I get to pass these things on to you. But also, I've passed the know-how. I've given you the knowledge that I have so that you can take it and run further with the knowledge that you're going to obtain throughout your life. And then you can pass that on and on. That way, what I've given you will never die. Because as long as you pass it on and then your children pass it on and so forth, it's a done deal. Some people, society, when I say society's done a number on us passing up those signs and giving us these little sayings and things like that to make us think one way, and everybody goes, oh, why do you do this? Oh, it's for my kids. I think that's the biggest cop-out. I'm sorry. The things that you do in life is not for your kids. The people who don't have kids, ask them, why do you do what you do? And then you probably get an honest answer. Because if they don't have kids, And if they come back and they tell you, oh, I'm doing this for my family, really? You're doing it for your family. I want you to think about that. It's an easy answer. It's a nice answer. It's a humble answer. But are we in the mindset of where we can do things in sacrifice for others? Some of us will. Some of us will sacrifice for others. Some of us will put others before us, and we think that's okay. And in some instances, it is, because when you put others before you and it benefits the whole household, then yeah, that works. But there will always be a part of you that wanted something. The signs are going to be knocking at your door. The signs are going to be slapping you in the face and saying, hey, here's your moment. Here's your chance. You can do this the right way. But not all of us are going to pay attention to those signs, because we don't want to rock the boat. Sometimes our own confidence is shook. Even though we may appear to have all the confidence in the world, sometimes our own confidence, our own self-esteem has us shook. You understand what I'm saying? Some of us we shook for no reason. I won't say for no reason, but we're shook. The economy, the world, the society, and I'm not going to say the world, I'm going to say America. America has done a good number on helping us to avoid the signs. When you look around and you go, damn, like I could have did this, I could have did that. No, there's no I could have. I should have. When you go back and you look at everybody and say, oh, looking back in hindsight, no. Fuck the hindsight. What about foresight? What about, that little sign? Ring, 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 ring. Maybe you should go do this. Maybe you haven't been in church in so long. And maybe you showed back up to church, and when you showed up to church, what happened when you showed up to church? You felt like the preacher was talking directly to you. And then talking directly to you about what's going on in your life right now, and it may be something. But guess what? That ain't nothing but a sign. That ain't nothing but a sign that you need to make a change. What happens when you keep seeing something over and over and over and over again? Hey, that's a sign. That's something telling you, hey, get up, make the move. Sometimes these signs be so blatantly in your face, and you ignore them. You know there is something about them because it stopped you in your tracks. You acknowledge that that's strange. See, when people say something's strange, I ask why. Why do you call that strange? Because if it was normal, you wouldn't call it normal. Or you wouldn't say, oh, that's normal. You wouldn't say that. But when something's strange, it's strange for a reason. It's strange because what happened that made it strange? What did this show itself multiple times? Did it happen here? Did it happen there? Did it happen over there by the hair? You know what I'm saying? When did it happen? Multiple times. Happened at my grandma's house. I saw it, and I don't know. I don't know why. I just saw like driving, and then I was in the grocery store, and I heard these two people talking about how much money you can make being a driver, and then I was just driving, and I saw this guy driving an 18-wheeler, and he was just looking the happiest that he could be. I just looked over and I just saw this guy happy as he can be. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't normally watch commercials or whatever the case may be, but then hell, you know how when you're watching your trash TV and sometimes, one of those commercials coming on saying that you could be a CDL driver, and then what? That's strange because it keeps popping up, right? No, it's not strange. That's called a sign. That's called a sign that, hey, you should go be a CDL driver. You may need to go hop in a truck. You may need to go travel the country to do the things that you want to do. Being in a truck will help you see this beautiful country that we have. Even though you're working, you're making money, and you're seeing this beautiful country that we have. Why not? If the signs are there, if it's knocking at your door, if it's kicking it down, if it's telling you, hey, this is what's up, then hey, that's what happens. I'll give you a little quick personal story about myself. I was down in the dumps. And every time I used to get down in the dumps, the first thing I would turn to was work. I would turn to work, and I would not face anything that I had to deal with in life. Work was my safe place. Work was my safe haven. It was my sanctuary. I can go to work. I knew what to do. This is the things. It helped that I was in charge most of the time. It helped that the people there saw me for the person that I really am. And I was I felt free to be myself and just be nice and gracious to others and help them in any way that I possibly could. But that was me running from whatever I was dealing with in life. I felt like, hey, this can't keep going on because you're ignoring what your personal life is. You're ignoring everything in your personal life. So what happens? I'm going to find a way to sit your ass down. So let's do this. Let me take somebody out of your life that means a lot to you. Boom. I set you down for a bit. Not so much, because guess what? Got right back up and I went right back to work. Okay. Boom. Let me take another person from you that means a lot to you. That one stung. Said that one stung, but you know what? I'm a fighter. I'm not gonna give up. Guess what? I dusted myself off. I got back up and I went right back to work. So then it was like, you want to be Billy Badass. I got something for you. What's one thing that I can take from you that will sit you down and you won't be able to get back up until I tell you to? What's that? Let me take work away from you. Excuse me? Let me take work away from you. Let me see what you're going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a way to get you suspended. You're suspended, so you have to sit down. What did you do? What did you do during that time? Did you try to work on anything? Did you try to make things better in your personal life? No. What you did, you was waiting to go back to work. Oh, that's too much eagerness. You're going to do the same thing. So guess what? This is what I'll do. Let's terminate this. Let's terminate this relationship with you and work. This is how I knew that the sign was a slap. That was a sign, and it was a slap in my face. Let me tell you how I knew. When they tell you, we lost the confidence in your abilities to perform your role, and because of that, we're going to terminate your employment. I'm sorry. Say that again. We lost the confidence in you, in your abilities to perform. What does that mean? What am I being let go for? Not the thing that you suspended me for. That's not what you let me go for. You let me go because you said you lost confidence. You lost confidence in me and my abilities to do the job when I was the best one at the job. When I was the one who created the book on how to run this department that I'm in. They're still using it today. And I haven't been at that place. Let's see, 2014. I haven't been at that place since 2014, and they're still using the guide that I created for that role in that position, in that department. They're still using it to this day. How do I know? Still have people there. Still have people in that building that tells me. And they go, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, but guess what? It's cool because it set me down it put me on a different path. It forced me to say, hey, this is what you're meant to be in life. I have to put you on this path. The sign, you weren't getting them. So I have to make drastic measures. This is not going to happen for everybody. Drastic measures are not going to happen for everybody. But you got to pay attention to the signs. Because you don't want to be in a position like I was. Two people in my life got taken away from me, and I can't get them back. I can't get them back. I can't pick up the phone and call them. I can't call them. I can't text them. I can't email them. They're gone. They're gone from this plane of life that we're living on. This plane of existence that we're in. I can't talk to them there. Talk to them here. You understand what I'm saying? I can't talk to them. I don't know why. I do know why. But if I could have got my stuff together before and dealt with my personal, maybe they'd still be here. I don't know. Sometimes I think about it. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I think, hey, if it was already written in stone, that means that this is what this is what had to happen. And if this is what had to happen, then here we are. Am I proud of it? No. Am I happy that it set me on the road to be where I'm at today? Yes. Yes. Everything that came after that, everything where I gave it and I gave the patience and I started paying attention to the signs. I'm here. And I'm happy about that. And I'm going to leave it right there. We don't have no music. Spotify's being weird. Spotify's being weird about the music that I'm choosing, and they taking down the episodes. So for that reason, I want to make sure that you guys continuously to be able to get the catalog and do get that. If you want to listen to the music, what's going to happen is I am going to record something with music, and I'll just put that on the Patreon so you can go and check out and listen to that on the Patreon. But if you still want the music, just for reasons where I don't want the episode to get taken down on Spotify, I'm not going to put the music on Spotify, okay? But I'm still going to do the closeout. And this is talking directly to anyone who's willing to listen. Whoever you believe in, whatever you believe in, however you believe, there's going to be signs. Those signs are your guide to life, the guide to your dreams. It's the guide to being happy in life. Don't be scared to follow those signs. See, I understand to be a good leader, you have to be a good follower. And you have to understand that sometimes the signs, they're going to point you in the right direction. I've never ran into a sign that pointed me in the wrong direction. All my signs have pointed me in the right direction. And the life changes for the better. So when you see things that keeps popping up and you say it's strange, it's not strange. They're trying to tell you something. Whatever you believe in is trying to tell you something. It's trying to get you to that mark. There's a journey that we all go through in life. There's a journey that we all will embark on with someone and without some. Sometimes it may be a solo mission. Sometimes it may be a duo. Sometimes it may be a trio. It may be a group. You understand what I'm saying? Not everybody's going to make it to that final destination to where you're supposed to be in life and to be happy and to be successful in your own way. Not everybody's going to make it with you. Don't be too distracted by what's going on and being upset for no reason and having misdirected anger and energy going in ways that you just keep missing your signs. So don't do that. Don't do that. I promise you. Things will be okay if you don't do that. Follow the signs and everything's going to be all right. That's the closeout. I'm your guy, that guy, the one and only Nerdy G. If you made it this far in the show, I appreciate you. I thank you for rocking with me and keep coming back. Like I say, the best way to support this, the umbrella, the best way to support the umbrella is go to nerdysumbrella.com and slide on over there to that patreon.com/nerdysumbrella and, help us out. We're going to keep putting out content. There's more shows, more content. And I'm telling you, the shows, those Red Cup editions, those are hilarious. Brunch Chicks, they're doing their thing as well. And all of the outtakes, and then just showing you what you pour into us, we're pouring it back right into the umbrella, and we're bringing more and more on. So I appreciate you guys. And until next time, once again, I am your host, that guy, Nerdy G. This is Oh That's Random Podcast, the podcast where we take a little time to explore the extraordinary and ordinary.